in life that you find someone who comes from a dark place and just turns their life around to make such a positive impact on your community. So from James's clothing line to the whole recovery message that he has for everyone that he meets, he makes such a positive impact to not only his peer group, but also other demographics. Like he helps out the elderly with his with landscaping, and he's just willing to show up and be such a good neighbor for us in the community. That's why I think that James deserves to be our neighbor of the year.
Because she does all these amazing things. She's really spearheaded it, and she makes sure that she includes lots of people in what she does. Like she could just be, I'm Jennifer and I run the town, you know, but she makes sure that she like brings people in who wants to help too and share the load and all of that. And she did the warm clothing drive. She helped put that soccer field out in the neighborhood. Was it at Americana?
The soccer fields are at Beachmont, William Harrison, and Wilby and Wyatt Park.
See, all them.
We did the clinics at Americana.
At the clinics and stuff, like they don't say her name when they do these things, but the only reason why they're talking about a soccer field is because of the work that she did. So, but there's a lot of people that did great work to get those soccer fields out there too. So, what else did you do? Did I say warm clothing drive?
Mm-hmm.
Did I say the little free pantry? That one. She feeds people at all the holidays, and she went caroling with the Girl Scout troop. I just think she likes to be in the neighbors and doing things, so she should get Neighbor of the Year.
Like I said before, you know, I come from a dark place. I used to live a different life. So I kind of redirected the energy that I used to put into such a horrible lifestyle into doing good now. And it works. So, you know, I'm just trying to add a face to being sober. So I make these clothes, and a lot of the profits, I either donate them. I don't really like to donate cash, so I'll go and buy stuff that like people might need. I try to donate a lot to people that's going through like detox programs or they're in like a rehab program. Because a lot of people when they're going through detox, they make up all these excuses like, oh, you know, I don't want to stay here. I don't have deodorant. I don't have fresh clothes. I need to leave. You know, they make all these excuses. So I try to provide the essentials that, even if I could get them just to stay for one more day, you know, it's the little things like that that could potentially stop someone from just going out that one last time and dying.
I think that the most important part of being in a community or building community is the genuine relationships that you make with the people who live in the community with you. I think that it's really important to understand what your neighbor's family looks like and what kind of needs they have and what are important to them. And when you start to meet many neighbors and they start to meet each other and learn those things about each other, and the next thing you know, you just have this big circle of neighbors that are friends and that do good neighborhood stuff together.
It's hard when you're going through addiction. Your family wants to be there, talk to you about it, but a lot of times, you know, they don't really know what you're actually going through. They say they do or they think they do, but sometimes it's really hard to relate to someone, you know, unless they've actually gone through it, and you know, I have gone through it and I've pulled through. So I feel like I could fully be there for somebody that's struggling with it.
I think that the motivation kind of varies and changes from time to time. Like sometimes it's just that I want to set a good example for my kids, and sometimes my choices or the things that I decide to do might impact a specific neighbor, or it might impact the whole community. And I think that sometimes it's just the right thing to do.
I guess I don't necessarily strive to be a good neighbor. I just strive to be a good me. And I guess in place of that, I end up being that good neighbor.